All right, I'm Dylan Black. It is happening right now. It is the Give to the Heart with Mario Uomo Italy in support of the Heart and Stroke Foundation and happening until the 16th of this month. Let's say hello right now to Mario Badr, the owner of Mario Uomo Italy. Nice to have you back on the show, man.
Thank you for having me
Always
back.
looking dapper.
Appreciate it.
You always put me to shame when you're on the show.
Not at
Such
all.
a good-looking guy. Mario Uomo, now I know you've been on the show many times before, but let's do a little bit of a chat about you guys.
Sure.
How long have you been around at this point as a business?
So this upcoming October, it'll be about 20 years. So
20
we've been in
years.
business for 19 years now.
Okay, so you haven't been like the guy for the last 20
No,
years,
no,
right?
no.
Because you're like 19. You're young. But you're
So I took over 5
business.
years ago. Exactly, it's a family business. My dad owned it beforehand, and I took over 5 years ago. So although we've been in business for almost 20, it feels like about 5
I can
for
imagine.
me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And you're always doing charitable things. It seems like every time you're on the show here, not only are you helping us look good, but you're raising cash for something. So tell us about your initiative this time around.
So right now it's the month of February, and it's the month of love, of course. So we decided to do something in conjunction with the Heart Foundation, and essentially all of the sales that we'll have between the 1st and 14th of February, a portion of those sales will go back towards that foundation in support of them.
Is there a personal reason why you chose?
We've worked with them in the past, and we just felt like they're a good partnership to work with, and it's a worthy cause, of course, to help out with. So,
Okay, 1346 Bank Street.
right.
Best place to explain where you're located?
Yeah, so I would say it's right at the corner of Bank and Riverside.
Okay.
You've probably driven by a bunch of times and wondered what was inside. It's
Yeah.
basically me, I guess.
Yeah, and good-looking fashions.
I would hope so,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay, so I love that you've brought Freddie Storm with you here, a model, and he is going to properly put on a tie in time for Valentine's Day. Now, I'm one of those guys, I'll admit, I don't know how to do a tie. I've tried many times, just can't do it properly.
There's no shame in that because most people don't know how, and that's
Really?
what I'm here for now.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so would you like to just get started with this?
Definitely.
So that's a pretty tie you brought as well.
Yeah. Had to put our best foot forward.
Okay, so maybe Freddie, we'll have you turn a little bit more towards our camera so we can see this taking place here.
So essentially, what I like over all the tie knots that are offered is a double Windsor.
Okay.
Simply because I find that the double Windsor is more of a statement knot. It's more of a power tie.
Okay.
So what we do is essentially, once you assess the proper length, which luckily I've had a bit of prep work with Freddie ahead of time, so we got this down right. But what you want to do is every time you do the wraparound, you want to make sure that it's actually tugging in properly and tightly.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll have a pretty flimsy knot. So what we did here is we went under and over on one side. For the double Windsor, we then replicate the exact same move on the other side. So we go from under and over once again. And the key once more is to always make sure you tighten the knot. Afterwards, wrap over the front. And the trick here, in order to make it easier to loop it through, is that you want to make sure you put your thumb in between the back of the knot and the front. Once you've done this, loop it in from the back. And then that thumb comes in handy in this case because it created a little wedge. And you just sneak it through that. And the most important part is also how it looks at the very end. So you want to make sure that once you've done all the necessary steps, you want to actually pinch it in and then pinch the knot itself to give it a nice little dimple. Now it won't stay like that throughout the night, but the more you do it, the more you'll get used to doing it offhand, and it'll be just like breathing.
You know, I don't know if it'll be just like breathing, but you made that look super easy.
Well, luckily we're actually working on a set of how-to videos for our shop.
Oh,
and the first one is going to be how to tie a double Windsor knot.
Oh, that's
so
something.
This whole step-by-step will be replicated on our YouTube channel and our website.
And as if he couldn't look any more handsome. Look at this now, with this amazing tie
It
on.
adds a bit of color, a little bit of splash, and given the fact that Freddie's wearing a plain pant and a plain shirt, you can do as much as you want with the pattern in the tie.
Okay. And the other good part is this, of course, segment will be on our YouTube channel, so people can watch this back and forth and see how to properly do this in time for Valentine's Day.
Slow-mo is very, very handy.
Yeah. I'd have to definitely put it on slow-mo. Probably mess up a couple of times, but thank you for that. Tell us about some of the hot fashions at this time of year, the colors especially. So just because it is February, it's not all about red, is it?
Exactly. I was going to say, most people tend to go towards red right away. We still are, unfortunately, in the deep slumber of winter right now, so it's still good to go with darker colors, but what I would say is try to accent it with a bit of red or burgundy for this time of the year.
Okay.
Just to give you an example, actually I brought this here for you because I know you like these lapel pins.
Oh, come on.
So
I
basically
love
like the
these.
black one that we have on my lapel right now,
Love
You could do
those.
this whole look for Valentine's Day. Nothing is red except for that little piece right there, but it speaks volumes.
That is amazing. Now, I know you gave me a purple one,
Right.
and I should have wore it today. I knew you were
You already have
on the
a nice
show,
one right
but,
now, so.
Thank you very much. That's exceptional. So are these created by your store? Because I don't think I've seen these in any other store, this exact type.
There aren't exactly the exact same fabrics, but we do design the colors and sort of the overall shape of the actual flower pin. Next season, we'll be coming out with bow ties and a bunch of different other options just so that it's not too repetitive.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I will be wearing that on Valentine's
That's awesome.
Day.
Happy to hear that.
You that. Thank you very much for that. So not only are you doing this event for the Heart and Stroke Foundation, other events too, or other events, do you have more stuff in the works?
Well, we always have stuff lined up. So in March, the main thing is that we're opening up a kids section now for little boys. So essentially, I've always wanted a father and his teenage son and his infant son to come in and all have the same suit experience that you'd get elsewhere, but all in one place. And so in the month of March, we're going to be launching our new store called Petit Uomo, which translates into Little Man.
Wow.
And it'll be the same suits for men as we have for boys and vice versa. So it'll be a nice little collection.
Wow, how long has that been in the process of happening?
We've been working on it for about a year now. Now we finally finalized the collection. We've done all the promos, so don't be surprised if we're back on here in about a month to show that
I'm sure
off.
we'd love to have you back. Get some cute little fashions
That'd
going
be
on
awesome,
here with some
yeah.
little men. Sorry, so where will the location be for that?
It'll be, well, conveniently, it'll be in the same location as
Same
all the men's
location.
suits upstairs. So the father can shop upstairs for his suit, and then we go downstairs with his child, make sure we suit him up just as well as his father, and then they look smoking as soon as they walk out.
That's amazing. So that's happening in March then?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Give us just a quick rundown again for what's happening right now so people can not only look good but raise some cash.
Right. So from the 1st of February to the 14th, we'll be doing a charity sale with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, and essentially a portion of the proceeds from the 1st to the 14th will be donated back to the Heart and Stroke in support of their cause.
That's incredible. Yeah. If I was to come in and say I needed a suit, how long would it take for me to get all suited
As long as you need, but if you want me to do it myself, 5 minutes, I would say.
Really?
And a lot of thought is put into it, believe it or not.
Really how
but
quick it goes?
it's not as complicated as people think. No.
Sometimes people are scared of that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
We make it easy.
Thank you very much. You do make things easy, and we appreciate you being here on the show. And thank you as well, Freddie. Looking great. Mario and Freddie, thank you very much. Mario Uomo Italy at 1346 Bank Street.
Awesome.
We got more daytime coming up.
Fantastic.
Thanks for the gift as well.
Appreciate
it. Happy Valentine's Day. More coming up, including a number from Little Women the Musical next.